Hello, and welcome to this 15-minute vinyasa practice focused on improving your posture and alignment. Okay, let's get started in tabletop on hands and knees. We'll take a few rounds of cow and cat. So once the wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips, and toes are tracking behind, let's start our breathing. So inhale, lifting up the head and tail. Exhale, scoop the belly, curl through the spine to cat. Take this a few more times. Feel free to follow your own breath pattern if it doesn't match with mine. Inhaling as you lift. Exhaling as you curl. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, curl. Let's take 2 more rounds just to make sure we get the core and the back nice and warmed up. Inhaling. Exhale, curl. Take 1 more round. And we'll meet up in a nice neutral spine. Once you come into that neutral spine, start to engage the lower belly so you feel it start to pull up and in ever so slightly. We're going to take opposite arm leg balance here. So let the right leg extend back. You can keep the ball of the foot on the mat for now. And then the left arm extends out by your ear and make a fist. From there, lift up the back leg only a couple inches and keep the front ribs pulling together, lower abs up and in. And feel the energy from your fist to your heel. And just breathe here. We're just going to hold. Good. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, come back to tabletop, hand and knee down to the mat. Shifting to the other side. Left leg extends back, ball of the foot onto the mat. Right arm extends out by the ear. Make a fist with the hand, and then lift up that leg behind you. Now we're doing this to establish a nice strong core. This helps the posture very much so once we come up to standing. So keep breathing here. One more breath. And then exhale, bring the hand and the knee back down to the mat. Now let's come into plank and we'll take a vinyasa. As you exhale, lower down, knees and chest, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back to down dog or child's pose, your choice. And stay here for a few breaths. While you're here in this resting posture, take notice of your breath pattern. Maybe it's sped up a little bit. Take notice of your heart rate and how your body's feeling. No judgment. We just want to check in. I'll take 1 more breath here. And then we'll move up to the top of the mat. So lifting the head. Find your way to Ardha Uttanasana, lifting halfway up, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep those arms up overhead. And then exhale, keep the arms up, interlace the fingers, and let your ribs settle down. So again, we want to work on the core, pulling it together and up. Yeah? I'm going to take a few side bends here to get the waistline nice and open. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, lean over to your left and press down the right foot into the mat. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale to the right side, pressing the left foot down. 1 more time each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, lean to your left, opening up the right side. Inhale through center. Exhale over to your right. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And we're going to step back to warrior 1. Release the left heel. Nice big step back. This back leg outwardly rotates slightly. Right knee tracks over the middle of the foot. It's okay if it's not that deep. We're more concerned with the spine and the torso anyway, not so much the legs. So pull up so that your front hip bones are pointing forward. And if that means you need to bend the back knee a little bit, stay lovey. Close those front ribs. Let the arms sweep up by the ears. If the fingers can't touch, it's okay. You can extend them upward. If this is not good for you either, then feel free to bring the hands to the heart, but keep the energy going through the torso. Roll the shoulders back so you're nice and open through the chest and the collarbones. Just breathe here in Warrior One. One more nice big inhale. And as you exhale, let the arms come down, hands to your waist. Release the legs. We're going to turn to face the side of the mat for Goddess pose. Heels are just outside of the mat. Hands can stay on the waist for now. You're at your natural rotation here, so you want the knees to point over the toes. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, sinking down. Now make sure you don't stick that booty out behind you. We want to stay nice and stacked. Ears over shoulders, over hips. Yeah? Again, this all comes from the core. This is all posture. Open up those shoulders. Feel your heart opening. Enjoy the burn through the legs and bring your arms to a nice 90-degree angle, palms facing forward. Now what we're going to do here is energize the upper back. So squeeze those shoulder blades together. Then release. Squeeze the shoulder blades and release. This is wonderful for all of those hours that we might spend at the computer or hunched over the phones. Good, take one more squeeze. Excellent. Bring the hands to the waist, straighten the legs. Let's turn to Warrior One to the left leg in front, so the back of your mat. Adjust your legs as you need to. Again, make sure the front knee is tracking over the front foot, outwardly rotate the back leg. Both feet are nice and secure and fully connected to your mat. Belly up and in. Front ribs closed, arms sweep up or hands pressed at your heart. Breathe here. What this does is this helps to energize your whole entire core. So as you move through your day, the muscles are open, they're awake, and they're ready to support you all day long. Good. One more breath here. Release the hands down to your waist. We're going to take Goddess again. Same positioning. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale. Bend those knees. We're going to stay in this Goddess. It's okay if it's not deep. Just as long as you feel some energy, you feel some life happening in those legs. And then bring the arms up. This time we're going to go front to back. So bring the elbows together. Open it up to 90. And then squeeze the shoulder blades. So you have two different actions happening here. Come back to neutral. Elbows together, open it up to neutral, then squeeze the shoulder blades. Good, let's do this 3 more times. Close the elbows, open, squeeze the shoulder blades. Neutral, elbows together, open it up, squeeze the shoulder blades. Last time. Bring it together, open, squeeze, and to neutral. Go ahead and straighten the legs. Let the arms go. Step up to the top of the mat and we'll take a sun salutation. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, folding Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, step back to plank and move through your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, Chaturanga Dandasana, whichever variation you're feeling. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, press back to Child's Pose and stay for a few breaths. You can take downward facing dog too if that's what you prefer. Just breathe. Take one more nice big breath here. Inhale and lift the head. Exhale where you need to. We're going to slide forward onto the belly for Sphinx pose. So if you're coming from down dog, same thing, just come into plank and then lower down. We want the arms to be at a nice 90-degree angle. Spread those fingers and press them down into the mat. Now when you're here, be careful that the shoulders don't crunch up towards your ears. We want to press them down and back, opening up the chest. Getting a nice arch through the spine. Let the legs and the glutes be relaxed. And you can wiggle them around if you need to, if you feel tension there. Just breathe here. You can close your eyes or look at the tip of your nose. Or if you're feeling much more open and wide, then open those eyes and take in what's in front of you. One more breath here. On your exhale, lower down the head, taking crocodile pose so the elbows can open, stack the hands or the fists, and let your head rest down. Bend the legs at the knees and gently windshield wiper from side to side. This is a nice release for that back bend. Go ahead and move those legs at whatever pace feels right to you. Good. Finish up your last round of your windshield wipers. Come back to neutral. Let the legs extend underneath you. Bring those hands under your shoulders. Gently press up to tabletop and come into a seated position with the legs out in front. This is one of the best poses for posture itself. So sitting up nice and tall through the sit bones. If your legs aren't straight, it's okay. What's more important is that the pelvis is stacked here. So if your knees are bent, press the heels down. No worries there. Your hands come down by your hips. We don't want them behind and we don't want them in front because this affects the spine. So we want them right next to your hips. Gently press through without locking out the elbows. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, scoop the belly, close the front ribs, and lower your chin. Now, the cue is often to bring the chin to the chest, but in this case, just let it come down so that you feel that lovely double chin coming into play. And just breathe here. Keep yourself energized through the torso. Shoulders are just nice and wide and open. Good. On your next inhale, lift the head. Exhale, gently release. And now we will set up for Shavasana. If you're good to lie flat, go ahead and lie flat. But my inversion free friends, if you need to set up your props so that you are on a diagonal, go ahead and do that now. And then lie back, taking Shavasana. Allow the legs to be about mat width apart, falling to their natural rotation. Arms by your sides, either shoulder height or lower, whatever angle feels good for you. Palms up. Let your eyes close and take rest. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet, giving them some movement. Allow the arms to extend up overhead by your ears. Legs come together underneath you for a big full body stretch. And hug the legs in towards the chest or step the feet halfway up the mat and gently rock from side to side. Gently roll onto your right side, resting in fetal position. Right arm under your head as a pillow. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. Eyes remain closed. Hands can either press together at your heart center or place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Take a few moments here to check in with how you feel after this practice. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually? I'll take a few moments here for some gratitude, something you're thankful for in this moment, with a few reasons of why. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Avoiding going upside down in your yoga classes? Tired and frustrated of sitting on the sidelines where everyone else gets their yoga fix? If you've lost your zest for yoga because going upside down gets in the way, you're not alone. Avoid common mistakes that are made when staying head over heart to accelerate your transformation. Click the link in the comments to learn more and to get my free guide on how to modify common poses.